I want to build a screen door so I can leave this metal door open but still have access sort of in and out, but keeping all the bugs and stuff out of my studio. This is the idea for the frame that I'm gonna make. I want this insert to be low enough for my dog so that if he's in here with me, he'll be able to see in and out. Up top of the frame are going to be the glides, which are going to ride on that rail, which runs right across. And the screens are going to be separate. So there we go. So I've got this laid out so far. So that is 46 wide, and it is 81. I ended up going with 81 inches. If I need to make it a little bit taller, then I can add on a strip of cedar here or there. I've got the rough frame in there now. I like how it's going so far. I'm just trying to figure out where to put the mid frames in. I want to have as much visual as possible, but I still want the frame to have a lot of integrity strength-wise. It's going to be sliding back and forth on that rail up there. Well, I guess we'll just see how it goes. I'm fastening in these boards now. I'm going to attach it to there. And when I flip this over, it's going to create like a pocket for the screen frames to fit in. I'll show you that when I get there. That's not bad. I was really worried about putting those mid braces and then blocking out a lot of the vision. I guess there's nothing worse than a screen door that blocks your vision. So I think that's pretty good. I guess maybe my next concern is I hope that the screen that I purchase is going to be wide enough for that top opening. I'll have to see about that. For the two lower areas, I'm going to make separate screens. Those two are going to be the same size, and then the upper one is going to be a little bit different. Well, actually it is going to be a lot different. The frame for the screen door, I'm going to flip it over. On the inside, you can see here that there's some pockets, and that's where the screens are going to go. So next I'm going to make up some frames, and then I'm going to put a screen over the frames, and then put the door up. Or I might put the door up and then I could put the screens in after, because they're just going to kind of fit. I'll be able to screw them in place. I used a 4-inch diameter hole saw to cut 4 little wheels like that. I'll need to figure out a way to attach the door to those wheels so that it'll slide along that track. So that'll be the job for tomorrow. Now my idea is to make a couple of gussets out of plywood and then attach the wheels to the door. I just opened up the other side of the shipping container, so you can see that that door is going to slide in behind the other door. That door I don't use very often, so basically it'll just be here to keep the insects from coming in and out of there. I've got a 3/8 bolt with a nut on it, and I'm going to drill a 7/16 hole in that wheel, 4 of them. I have this piece of plywood. I'm going to cut it in half and make 2 plates to hang the door. I'll show you that when I get there. I've got the 2 plates cut to size and I have them measured out. I'm going to drill a couple of holes and then I'm going to mount those wheels to them. I just have the prototype loosely put together up here, but with the wheels in this assembled, it should just slide back and forth on that rail. And I'm going to attach this gusset to the top of this door, and then this door should slide nice back and forth. That's what the other side of the gusset plate looks like. Once I know that this works, I'm going to take it all apart and clean everything up. Those are just clamped in place right now, and so far it works pretty good. It just kind of rolls along like that, and that's good. The height is pretty good. I think I'm just going to cut maybe 1 inch or so off the bottom of the gusset. I would just like to create like a cedar border, maybe a little bit more. I'm not sure yet. But the height's pretty good and it's working, so I think that's what I'm going to do next. I'll cut a little bit off the bottom of the gusset and then I'm going to mount them to the door and then mount everything. Alright, gang, there's the screen door. It's mounted and I'll show you that it works, and it's pretty cool. Yeah, I'm really happy with that. So next I'm gonna make some screens, and then all I have to do is just mount them in those openings in the screen door. That's the screen door from the inside. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.